Jump scare. You're getting a very disheveled Julie today. I usually shower before doing videos to put on the internet, but that's just not in the cards today because I just went to the gym, but we're gonna go hit golf balls later, so I'm like, I don't want to shower and wash my hair if I'm just gonna get so wetty again. So we're here, and we're just going with it. So yeah, this is a new look, but welcome to Flosstube number 15. It is Saturday, May 11th. Time flies. I'm very excited, or should I say proud of myself, for hitting the 2-week mark and following my own plan. So in my previous video, I said I wanted to do shorter videos because that's easier for my laptop to edit. So I'm back, I'm here, and I'm here to give you some updates. Hopefully you all like the little bit of more frequent but shorter videos because in my head, I'm vibing with it. So I've been liking it a lot so far. So last week, I spun 3 times the wheel of projects to decide what I was going to work on. The weekends in May, I'm working on a Carolyn Manning piece, which I'll show you because it's, I'm doing Manning May Sow. And then during the weeks, Monday through Friday, I spun and I was working on Dancing Snowman and Summer Birds. And I also spun and I kitted up my sister's projects. I feel like I really just jumped into this video. I don't know if everyone's following, but I'm getting married this year. 6 months, less than 6 months, I die. And I want to stitch all my bridesmaids a little piece. Not necessarily before my wedding, but starting in the year of my wedding. So I decided both of my sister's pieces, I'll just mention them right now because they both know. I am doing a Las Vegas piece for one of my sisters. I'll insert a picture. I got the project and I just want to buy, I want to buy the floss so I can see if I can put it on a fun fabric, or else I'll just do it on white. But that seems like, I feel like Vegas could go on like a cool color. So I'm still playing around with that. And then I also bought my sister Patty, her project, another William Morris piece. I'm just a William Morris girl now, apparently, because I'm working on another William Morris piece for my mom. This is from Whoopie Cat on Etsy, as well as the one from my mom. We lost a Mimosa. And yeah, this is the project I'm gonna do for her. I ordered the fabric. It's supposed to get here on Monday. Now, I ordered a really dark navy blue because if you don't want to do all the stitches of the navy blue in the pattern, you just do it on navy blue. I think it'll be fine. But when I was ordering it, I need to calm down. I'm a little bit too hyped. It's too many endorphins from my workout. When I ordered it, it was like Christmas blue, and I was like, Christmas. And I was like, maybe my ornaments might look good on navy blue. So I ordered a bit of a bigger piece than I needed to see how it might look with these. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Yeah. So that was my kit up. So the other projects, shall we jump into the actual stitching now? I'm yammering on and on. I'll go in order of what I worked on. So first I worked on my Carolyn Manning piece. I've worked on this for 2 weekends now. This is what the piece is going to look like. It is released in just cross stitch. It is originally called for with Sullivan's floss, I think. I converted it to DMC because I have DMC. Now, I think the conversion is a bit off, but I'll show you it first. This is what I got up to. Hopefully you can see it. All I have to say is holy freaking color changes. Oh my God, this took me forever. Yeah, it took me forever, didn't it? He's like, yeah, Mom. It was cray-cray. So yeah, I think the DMC conversion is a bit more poppy. Like I think it's brighter. The biggest change I noticed was within these. I think this orangey color is a bit more yellow with Sullivan's floss. Just from looking at the picture, I'll try to do a side-by-side right now to give you like an idea. I'm also doing this on the, not the called for, I'm doing it on an antique white 28 count? 18, I think I'm doing it on a 32 count. So it's a little bit smaller. Now, there was a lot of color changes, and I'm not gonna lie, I tried really hard at the beginning. I really did. But halfway into this flower, I was like, I'm gonna start carrying some things on the back. Now, I think when it's framed, in this light, you might be able to see the threads like in the back. But I think when it's framed like up on a wall, you're not gonna be able to see through the fabric. And if you are, I don't care because I couldn't do it anymore. I think because I'm so used to working on like full coverage or even just like projects where you can hide your floss on the back. Like this was really hard for me. But I think it's really pretty. This flower is done. The only thing it needs is a gold floss I need to order in the very center. But otherwise it's all done. And I think it's really cute and pretty. I think that's all I had to say about this. I converted to Sullivan, or from Sullivan's. There's, I believe, 6 released as of right now. So I have 5 more flowers to catch up. Oh, like I was saying, it's released in the Just Cross Stitch magazines and it's released throughout the year. So the first 2 magazines had, you know, the first 6 flowers, 3 at a time. And then by the end of the year, the whole pattern will be released. So yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like, it takes a lot of concentration, which I kind of like. So that was my first project. And I will continue to work on that throughout May on the weekends. If this gets chocolate all over my face, I'm so sorry. Now, the next thing I worked on was my Snowman Dancing. It's a beaded kit by Gem Shore Mill Hill. This is what it's gonna look like. Now this one is like a bit annoying, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let me get it out. Make sure you can't see. Okay, this is where I got to. I'm so close to finishing. I could have finished this. I could have finished this, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't. But all of these little white beads I just got worn out. So if I had like hunkered down on a Friday night and done the rest of the white beads, like I would have finished this. But no, I didn't. I didn't do it. I hung out instead and did not stitch. But I mean, for 5 days, I'm quite pleased with this. But I'm like, I was so close to finishing it. And I mean, how cute is he? He is so stinking cute. So obviously the next time I pull this, I'm going to finish it, no problem. Yeah, so cute. And it had a new way to do beads. If you can see the buttons, they're like stacked on each other instead of just like laying against the fabric. I don't know if you can tell, but that was kind of fun to do. And yeah. So it was Friday night and I was like, oh man, I didn't finish my snowman. And he was like, why don't you finish it tomorrow on a Saturday? And I was like, that's against the rules. I was like, this is a game. Like I said, I've been really enjoying the wheel spins because it's like a game to me. Like, how much can I do in 5 days? It's like a race. And I was like, I can't work on it on Saturday because it's not part of the game. So alas, he will sit and wait to be called again. But he's so super cute. And I'm excited. I'll have 2 of them on my tree thus far. This one had a lot more white in it than the other one, which I felt was interesting. Okay, last project I worked on was Summer Birds. This is by NeniDesignCrafts, and I'm doing it on Etsy. This is what the project's gonna look like. And I'm doing it on 32 count Magnolia Lugana by My Vintage Needle Arts. Words are hard. And I'm doing it 2/2. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And then this is what I got up to. So I didn't get a lot done, I'm not gonna lie. But I did make a move. And that move was I inputted it into Pattern Keeper. Because I was getting lost and I printed it out. I was doing it off paper, obviously, since it wasn't in Pattern Keeper. And I was getting lost. Like I was getting confused, lost. I needed help. So I inputted it into Pattern Keeper and I had to like find what I had already done. And then I finished the leaves, these 2, or this leaf, I think. I did some of the border up here and then I did all of this. So yeah, I only have like 8,000 stitches left on this, I think. 8,000. Somewhere around there. So once I got it in Pattern Keeper, I was moving and grooving. So I think next time I pull this out, I'll get a little bit more done. But this fabric is so tight that I'm not having like the best time working on this. I mean, it is a 32 count. 32 count, so 16 count. Yeah, and 2 threads. I mean, yeah, it's just really tight. I don't know if it shrank with the dyeing process. Is this dye? I don't even know. But it's not the most fun to work on, to be honest with you. But I think it's turning out really cute, so it's fine. So that's what I worked on. I'm excited to move on. I'm excited to get some new projects. Yeah, so we can spend for the next 2 weeks. So like I said, I am going to work on my Manning May on the weekends, but I do want to sorry, I'm hiding one of the things because I'm hiding the hummingbird because I'm already working on it. What am I saying? I'm working on Manning May on the weekends, but the next 2 weeks during the week, this is what I'm gonna be working on. Oh, side note. My sister asked me after watching my last video, like when I do stitching, and I feel like I didn't get a lot done, specifically on the Summer Birds project, because I luckily work from home. So if I'm not actively like getting emails or getting phone calls or have anything to do, I have time to stitch throughout the day. Work has been insane recently. Anyone who works in like the college university world knows it's a rough time. It's a rough time. FAFSAs are killing us. So work has been crazy, and usually that's not the case. So I have not had a lot of time to work during the day on my stitching. And then usually I also can stitch after work, but it's kind of been like everything happening at once. So work's been busy. Golf season has started up, so I have been golfing more on the weekends or like going to hit balls, so that takes into that time. If it's like a golfing day, you know, that's from 8 in the morning till 2 p.m. or, you know, it's a good like 6 hours. So that's a chunk of time out. And then the rest of the weekend you're like doing chores and going to Costco and the grocery store. So yeah, my stitching time has definitely been eaten into. So I feel like I'm not getting as much done. But the good news is I get June and July off. So the end is near. And I'll have a lot more time once I have a break from work to do stitching. Sitting by the pool, stitching my little heart away. I'm so excited. Okay, shall we get to what I'm working on? So let's spin the wheel. Sound isn't on the stuff. Oh yeah, it is. Oh my God, the 12 days of Christmas ornament. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Well, here's the thing. So if the fabric comes with Patty's project and it works, I'll start an ornament. I'm not going to count this though. I'm not going to count it. We're moving on. Summer Quaker. Ooh, fun. Okay. I'll pull these out and show you after I get the next spin. Magic book. Here's my dilemma. This past 2 weeks, I worked on 2 projects that are not gifts, and I was kind of stressing out that I'm not working on any gifts. Not that anyone actually cares what I'm stitching them or when they're gonna get it, but I'm like, I feel a bit like I should be working on something for me and then something for someone else. But I want to work on both of those. Crap. Okay, here's the deal. If I spin again and it's a present for someone, I'll work on that present. This is getting out of control. What's happening right now? Patty pattern. Ooh, okay. Here's the plan. I'm going rebellious. I'm gonna just do everything. I'm gonna do everything. Okay, let me pull out the things real quick and I'll be back. Okay, so plans. Manning May. We've talked about that. Patty's project, like I said, Monday, I should be getting the fabric for it so I could start it. And so I'll work on this. So I'll input what the pattern's gonna look like here. And it's by Whoopie Cat on Etsy. I'll insert the title of it. I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's some sort of like blue flower, something like that. So I'll start that and I'll see if the ornament looks good on blue. Thought I heard a cat. So that fulfills Patty and ornament. Okay. Okay. Now, Magic Book is by Tiny Cross Stitches, and I'm doing it on a 28 count opalescent Lugana. 1/1, except for the black, that's fill in. I'm doing 2/1 10 stitch. So last time I was working on this, I started color completing. So right now I'm working only on black. Oh, there's a man outside my window. This is awkward. Oh God. Don't make eye contact. I'm just filming myself. Don't mind me. He's a very nice guy. He has a golden retriever who is absolutely adorable, but it's embarrassing when people catch you with a ring light. Anyhow, this is where I'm at right now. So I definitely want to work on this because I love the color completing. So on this one, I'll be working on black. So that will be fun. And then my Summer Quaker is by Lila Studio. And I'm doing it on a 46 count cappuccino by Fiber on a Whim. 1/2. This is what the project will look like. And this is where I was at last time. And I started this with the Huga Stitcher for her, oh, I think it was Live in the Summer Sun, Sal. I have not looked at this in a mighty long time. My white stitches are a bit rough, I'm not gonna lie, but here we are. So I'm excited to pull this back out. I'm not gonna lie, this was my first Quaker, and I don't think I'm like the biggest fan of Quakers, but I'm really glad I tried one out. And I do think it's really cute and pretty, and I'm gonna be excited to have it all done and, you know, testing it out. But it's funny I say that, I'm like, oh, I'm not a Quaker person, but I will say I'm very tempted by the Autumn Quaker pattern just because it's so stinking cute. I mean, look at it. So stinking cute. And I think she's gonna do a Sal for that one, and you know I'm tempted. But yeah, this is where I'm at for this one. I think I left myself this thread because I was working on the inside finally, and it was really fun. And I was like, oh, I'll be excited to pick this back up again. So I'll probably work on the inside and maybe do some like border or something. I'm not sure. This is definitely my smallest count fabric that I've ever worked on, so I'll be excited to pick it up again and see how it goes. So yeah, I'll be working on all of those things. I'm kind of excited to have like a bit more variety, just because when you're not feeling one thing, you can pick something else up. I don't know, we'll see how the weeks take us. Okay, how am I doing on time? Oh golly, 26 minutes. Okay. Those are all my plans. Habit. Unfortunately, last week I chose no caffeine after 5 p.m. And that was hard because I usually have a Dr. Zevia at 5 after work is over as like a little reward for surviving the work week or the work day. But yeah, no, I definitely noticed a difference, and that's annoying because all I want is a 5 p.m. Dr. Z. So unfortunately, I do think I will continue that habit of not having caffeine after 5. I really didn't think I was going to notice a difference, and I unfortunately did, and I am sad about it. But it's not like if I have caffeine after 5, I have a hard time falling asleep. I just think I don't sleep as deep. I don't know. Maybe it's just mental, but I will continue that. I started having my Zevia at 3. So like, it's not that big of a deal, but it is. It is a big deal. Okay, anyhow, what's going to be my new habit for the next 2 weeks? Oh no. 30 minutes on social media. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Like, you know, you have a problem when that is like a little bit terrifying. You know, I will accept this challenge because I hate how much time I spend on my phone, because I know I could be doing like more soul fulfilling things like stitching or reading. So I'm excited about this one. It's going to be really hard though, because your girl loves to scroll. Anywho, speaking of books, I did finish Iron Flame. No spoilers. I enjoyed it. Prior to reading this book, which is, it's the second book in the Fourth Wing book, Fourth Wing and then Iron Flame. Prior to reading it, I heard only terrible reviews. And I understand why people didn't like it, but like, I liked it. So there's that new perspective for you. But that being said, I was talking to my friend and she was like, I've only heard good reviews. So I really think it's like who you surround yourself with. I'm on BookTube a lot and I feel like everyone hated it, and like, but I liked it. There was a lot of things that I was like, oh. So that was fun. So I read that, and I'm currently reading the Nalini Singh book, like I was telling you about, but I'm excited because after I read her book, I've decided Nalini Singh is my favorite author. I'm going to read her favorite series, which is a Jamie Castle series. So I'll give you an update on that next time we chat. Speaking of Nalini Singh, she's from New Zealand. We officially booked our New Zealand honeymoon, flights and all. The flights were a debacle, but we were like, screw it, let's just buy them, and then we can stop thinking about it. So we bought our flights and took off work and booked everything, and we're going full send for our honeymoon, and it's actually hilarious. Way more fun than planning a wedding. Now, okay, here's the last thing. I have a favorite, 2 favorites, rapid fire, because I don't want this to go too long. Found at Costco. Snappers, caramel and brownie clusters. If you need a chocolate fix, one of these will do it for you. Literally a serving is one, like, this is dangerous that I'm opening. Let me get a good one. I mean, can we just talk about this real quick? Look at that salt and caramel. Oh my gosh. Oh God. They're basically these little like brownie crisps with caramel, dark chocolate, and salt. They're so good. And then this is a very niche favorite. Pixie Blush in Ruby. I'm sure all of the colors of these are very pretty, but let me tell you, if you're a fan of like this sunburnt makeup look, this is superior. I love a product that like makes me, ooh. Usually I use this mirror to see like myself in the camera, but I love a product that makes me like look alive. So I love the sunburnt trend. And because, I mean, I'm so pale, bronze kind of looks just dirty on me, but sunburn looks very like natural. And like, I just have like a little bit of life in me. So if you're a fan, I highly recommend this blush. I mean, stop it. It looks better when I have like makeup on to like tame it down a little bit. But it's like, hello, I just got a little bit of sun. I love it. I think it looks so good. So yeah, there's that. That's very niche. Again, it's the color Ruby, but they have a lot of pretty shades. So you could get any of these, and they're super easy and fun to use. Last things last, I feel kind of like a poser, but one of my subscribers last video offered to help me kit up my next project, and I was like, who am I to deserve people in my life like this? I don't know how this happened, but I made a Buy Me a Coffee account. So if you are ever wanting to help me kit up a project, which like I never expect it, I honestly am shook at that one person was like, oh, can I like get you a present? Yeah, I love presents. So I did make that account. I'll put it in my profile. Again, I feel like a total poser because like, who am I to have people support me in my like hobby? But yeah, I really appreciate anyone who even thinks to do that. I don't know. She is one of my like ride or die subscribers who always comments. So I really appreciate her and her support. And yeah, that was just like, it made my day because I'm like, oh, it's just like so bizarre to me. But yeah, I really appreciate you, and obviously anyone who watches my videos and supports my channel. This is such like a fun passion project for me. So it brings me a lot of joy in my life. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there as well. That will be like a new thing in my box. So if you ever want to help me kit up a project, I'll be sure to shout you out. And also, I always wonder like what people buy with the money they get. So I'll also be like, oh, this was helped purchased by blah, blah, blah. I think that would be fun to like know what your money actually goes towards and like what projects. I don't know. That's just like me being nosy and wanting to know what they spend their money on. But yeah, I also just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. How are we doing on time? I feel like I'm over. But hopefully you all have a good next 2 weeks. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.